Now today I'm going to talk about imitation. Many people think that they need to find their success their own way, and that is not true. That's a lie. There are many greats that you can learn from, read books, watch podcasts like the one you're watching now. And that is the quickest way to success. Find someone that accomplished something great, learn from their mistakes, learn from their successes, and imitate. Now, when I first started in the music business, obviously there were many greats to imitate. George Strait was one I idolized. I looked at everything he did, how he did it, how he performed on stage, what songs he recorded. I even looked at who wrote his songs and started trying to write like them. It led to great success. My first trip to Nashville, Tennessee, I landed a recording contract with Arista Records and a publishing contract with EMI Nashville, utilizing the skill set of George Strait and the other greats like Garth and Alan Jackson and what they did to find success, and I just emulated them. Now, many people think imitation is not good for somebody who's trying to be an original. It reminds me of a great quote from a song called I Want to Be Different Like Everybody Else from the great Kaylee Rain Christian group. And that is a very ironic statement. I want to be different like everybody else. Reality is that everything's been done already. So why make it harder for yourself? Find the greats. There are many books, podcasts, anything you can find that you can read and make yourself better. The key for you is to always find a way to not have to make the mistakes others have made. Now, throughout my career, I've been in the auto industry, the mortgage industry, finance, lead generation, marketing, the music industry. All of them, I have had the luxury of somebody that was excellent in that field. Now, as I was young and learning, I emulated everything they did, from the way they spoke to people, the way they stood, the way they dressed. I just looked at what they had that I thought was impressive, that made them successful, and I found a way to bring that into myself and become a mirror image of them. Now, that led to great success quickly. Almost every industry I joined, I was in charge within 3 to 6 months of a massive team. And that came because I took the role of somebody that was great, that had already been in that position and had done well enough that now they were in charge. Now, I believe the greatest gift I've had is that I have been in multiple industries. So being on stage in the music industry and learning how to transfer my emotion to a crowd and to control the emotion of a room really set the stage when I got into sales. Because I was selling myself and my music and transferring my emotion to them. What I learned from Brian Palmer in the auto industry was that sales is just a transfer of emotion. Well, I already had mastered that in the music industry. So now I brought that skill set and I took his sales to a whole new level by bringing what I've learned in the music business from the greats like George Strait and George Jones and Michael Jackson and everything they utilized to be great into sales. And that took it to a whole other level. When I got in the mortgage industry, I utilized the skills I'd learned in music and in the auto industry, and I became great because I was doing what the greats had already done. As I got into marketing, I utilized music business, auto industry, and mortgage on how to market myself and do PR and do what I witnessed the greats in multiple industries that found them success. So I am basically a reflection of 4 or 5 people that I've emulated over the last 30 years that had been very successful and that I respected very much. And that led to big success in any industry I stepped into. So hopefully you've realized by now that you need to find some great mentors, some great coaches. And you have the luxury of having podcasts like this. Some of you are not working directly with, but you could be around the greats. You can learn from them, watch them, and imitate them. If you do that, you can find greatness too.